Hi guys, Frozen here, welcome back to another episode of Knights of Dragons. Today we're going to do the Magma Epicenter recap. So I didn't even know the war name, so this is me being, quite uneducated about what I want to do, unprepared, what I was searching for. And yeah, as you can see, we came in rank 100 exactly. Of course, we came in rank top 125, or the ranking, or the ribbon top 125. But it's nice to be exactly number 100 for some damn reason. As of lately, we have had more and more people coming back in terms of jammers. IMAX, Ryu, and Asmodee are three of them. They are very, as I stated, heavy jammers, and they, especially IMAX, is going for so many milestones. You know, he recently came back into the game. Same goes for Ryu, and those two have been jamming so hard as of lately. And the domination runs, they also want to enjoy them very hard. And yeah, you can see that there's no real bad wars in here. And they decide to bait Frenzy in the first war. And you can also clearly see that we don't really have any bad wars for once, because we just decided to attack every fucking war, you know, and that's quite good for a free-to-play guild. And of course now these guys decided to jam a little, Kevin of course as well, and Wolf, Mr. Wolfman decided to do as well, you know, and there's also some others here, but I'll not go over them. I don't know who Mr. Filthy is actually. Can I take a look at who the... Oh no, wait, I know who that is. I'm not even going to show it. Who that is, because he doesn't even deserve a shout out. This guy decided to just fuck up, that Mr. Filthy that you just saw, well, he came to me as a regular member, you know, he just did the interview and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden he told me like, hey, this dude wants my, this dude wants my account back, because it's not actually his account, he got it from a friend, and that friend wanted it back. And what he decided to say, instead of just a regular yes, is he decided to say like, no, and I'm not going to give it back to you, and I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to delete your Gmail from this, and wait, I was planning on turning Dutch there, but what do I, like, you're not getting your account back, basically. And he was going to do everything he can to fuck up that account, and he actually did. Now I see the Cinder Spike Regalia on top of that, which is so sad, you know. I removed him, and I tagged him as a liar, you know, and I already told the dude that I'm sorry, but I can't do anything from him, like the friend he stole the account from. And it's pretty much stealing this, like, and pretty much fucking up somebody's account on purpose. It's just plain disrespectful, of course, because this guy actually gave it as a gift, and what he decided to do was fuck his gift up, you know, and the friend just wanted it back. That's all that he wanted, you know, and now, yeah, the account's completely fucked up. Anyway, enough about that. You can see that Holland came in first by far. Now, I don't know if Holland is LGX or whatever, so we can see that right here. So I'm sorry if I said LGX and it isn't. But I just want to see if my guys are actually still like LGX or whatever. It doesn't really show anything. Yeah, they're LGX, okay. I was almost like... am I wrong about this? But no, Holland is LGX. So LGX got top 1. And yeah, you can see that TFO as of lately doesn't really pay attention anymore to like getting top 1. You know, they're like, we're just going to get as many points as we can, and that's about it. Of course, raids, they still want to take top 1, but wars, they have been deciding to just leave it be most of the times. And I can understand that. Dirty Ghetto Kids came in second. They were third for the entire war, and then they just decided to push above Demonic Masters. Well, I personally believe that Dirty Ghetto Kids, what they did was, I think the Guildmaster was really focused on getting the second spot from Demonic Masters. Now, I don't know why he would do that, because let's take a look at not the milestone, the fucking ribbons, you idiot. Oh, crap. Yeah, so I don't know why he would do that, because it's both the same, plus, you know, it's... This is the ribbons that we need to look at. It's 20 gems more, and gems don't mean anything in this case, because, yeah, gems are gems. We have Rook, you know, the new pet, and that you get once more, and Sentinel marks. So there's no real indication on why he was so, I guess, competitive to kill Demonic Masters, because, you know, if you're trying to get top 3 in a war, then I guess, then I know where it comes from. But I believe that this guy was just, or the Guildmaster from Dirty Ghetto Kids, just decided to say, I want Demonic Masters to be third, you know, so this was just purely competitive. nothing else, you know. This was just, they were actually planning on doing a top 1, because I've seen them actually say in the NWO announcement room, DGK top 1 coming soon, you know. And I guess you didn't have enough gems for it or something, but I can't do anything about that. And I'm not really firing any shots at these guys, but it's just, I'm just trying to point it out, okay? I'm just saying, like, they wanted to go for top 1, you know. Instead they ended up top 3, but it's still the plus, you know. But it's always nice to see that at least they got top 3, because I've also seen some people that decided to go for top 3 and then they got top 10 because they didn't have enough gems, you know. And at least these guys had enough gems for top 3, but they didn't have enough gems for top 1. But of course LGX has been saving for this for a while, so what do I know. Face and Optic, I believe that those two guys are YouTubers from BO3 or something, and they are currently just live streaming. Mikkels, Gold, Snowwolves, Q-Mob, Bunch of Jerks, Low Boss, ESP, The Old God. Now these guilds, this was actually a very expensive war, according to the last one, because the Spirit Air War 2 weeks ago, like I was in that myself, you know. I was in the top 10 myself. And number 5 had like 21 million points. This time it's 6 million points more. So I don't know what made this war so expensive. I believe it's basically Smiley Chen willing to push for top 10. And there's a difference between top 10 and top 15, by the way. There's just a small difference. But it's willing to be noted in here. And you can clearly see that it's like Obia forms and Sentinel Mark. Now, maybe you want to get Obia forms instead of a Sentinel Mark. So top 15 wouldn't really mind, but these guys were going for the Sentinel marks, because you can clearly see that there's a big point gap between the number 11 and 12, and they were really planning for top 10 for some reason, of course, but I believe that it's just because of the Shadowforge materials. But anyway, Wrecking House, the Dedicated, Oblivion, Blackguard, Dark Wolves, Bloodborne to Kill, was trying to push for top 15 at first, but then decided to say, meh. Yeah, you can also see when people are trying to push, you know, you can see the millions in points differences. The Devil's Hands, Zombie Killers, Lejar Brazil, Black Hawks, Aaron's Guild, very nice to see that up there. I like how he said that he was going to retire, and he actually came back. For his, whatever his reason was for getting back, I don't know, he said he's taking it easy, you know, because he has college, but honestly, I don't believe jack shit anymore from that. And that's not, Aaron, I'm not really firing shots at you either. It's just like, I just noticed, okay? I saw this and I told you that you would come back either way. For some reason, of course. Now we have Supernatural, Death Disciples, Germany 1, Dark Judgment, and Angus. Then we have Beastify over here, but it's been a while since I've seen them. I believe I was in Beastify. For a small moment, of course. Then I just decided to leave because I didn't like them very much at the time, of course. Maybe I like them now, but I was like maybe in purity back then, you know. Now I don't even know what I am. I'm just weird. Oh my god. Black Hawks, they lost 30 fucking wars. How the hell are you losing more than you are winning? Because there's a ton of guilds that Dark Judgment actually did quite well, you know, with 27 battles, together with Angus. Because, like, the rest of them has over 30 battles, and some of them even have 50 battles. I don't know why you would go all war with it, but okay, that's not me, you know. You can clearly see that we have 18 battles, and the rest in this has over 20, you know, and of course Jabberwocky doesn't, but hey, what, like I said, what do I know about these other guilds, how they run? But I believe that Jabberwocky was like just going to push for frenzies or something. I mean, it's really, it's not that hard to push for 2 million in 9 wars, honestly. I mean, if you just have some frenzies and a good strip, you know, you don't have to strip yourself, that's even better, of course. But yeah, you have all this shit here. Dirty Ghetto Kids, I believe it was just competitive and strategic build-up to get the number 2 spot. It's quite... yeah, how do you say this properly? It's quite not. It's not bad to just be competitive, but it's like, I hope you didn't force anyone to spend more gems than necessary. You know, that's kind of what I'm leashing out to here. Because when I see these type of things like a last-minute takeover, it feels like to me that the Guildmaster just decided to say, like, I want better. I want to make this run better than the other run, so let's push even more, you know. And maybe he decides to put in reserves or something, you know, because of that shit. But the top 3 doesn't really matter, you know. It's nothing different. Only the, like it says in no 1, 2 or 3, you know. And I believe that if you are in the top 10, people will already notice you. Honestly, they will notice you, and they will, maybe if they decide to leave their own guild for some reason, they will come to you because they will feel like, hey, he's up there. So why not? But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, I think that I was going to make this armor max because Blind was in another guild, but he hasn't reached out to me yet, but we'll see about that. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you all again next time.